Joining us this evening on debate number 2, Devang Nanavati, spokesperson for the BJP, joining us from Ahmedabad. Sameer Kaul, chief national spokesperson of the PDP, joining us from Delhi. Devender Rana, provincial president of the National Conference, joining us from Jammu. Clyde Crasto with us here in the Mumbai studio. But first up, to Mr. Abid Rasool Khan, spokesperson of the Congress, joining us from Hyderabad. Well, your allies in terms of current and also perhaps potential are already feeling it. Will the Congress still deny a Modi wave and a pro-NDA wave?
Anand, where is the wave? If the wave was there...
Sir, if you look left and right, you won't find allies.
Candidate. No, let me complete. We don't need to look left and right. We look straight and allies are with us and they are totally with us. And none of the allies have left us. Now, what allies you are talking about with BJP, what consequence and what importance do they have? You talk of Pawan Kalyan from Andhra Pradesh, and you talk of a party which is non-existent.
It's the mood of support, Mr. Khan, that I'm talking about. Even your current allies have said you let go of one platform. They are also not happy with the way Congress is batting this game.
Anand, it is very difficult for me to put forward.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Let me. Now the second point is RLD without any MP, and Tamil Nadu, a mixture of people who patronize terror joining them. If this is the allies and this is the support you're talking of, we really don't mind. Let them join together. With the country will know, the people of the country know what configuration and what front which is coming up, whether that will be last, whether that will take the country forward with the inclusive growth, whether it will uphold the constitution of this country. And you also see the ally of criminalization from Karnataka joining in and being welcomed. You also see the allies from UP who are accused in riots. So if this is the allies and this is the party front that you're talking of, we are very happy it is happening. We really don't mind it.
Okay, so before we go across to the others, you're questioning the allies that are coming towards the NDA now. But what about your own allies? Your own allies like the NCP, who have suddenly started, adopting a softer tone when it comes to Narendra Modi and the BJP. Senior leaders, Sharad Pawar, Praful Patel, all of them have gone on record over the last few months saying 2002 must be put to rest, and yet it's the primary weapon that the Congress seems to want to use.
Clyde, I know you want to intervene, but let Mr. Khan speak and come to you.
Yeah, as Mr. Sharad Pawar has told very clearly that he is with UPA, whether it wins or it loses, he is with UPA, we welcome that. But when you have raised Maharashtra, I would like to ask you, what is answered for BJP on Shiv Sena putting candidates in UPA?
Yes, we'll be asking them that. You can be rest assured we are asking them that tonight.
Yeah. Secondly, about our allies, all our allies who were important and all our allies who are been with us in UPA too are still with us except DMK. And DMK has left because the circumstances are known to the country, the situation is known to the country, and what happened there. So basically, UPA is as powerful and as strong as it is.
The allegation there is, sir, that you let the ally take the fall.
We will come up.
You allowed the ally to take the fall.
No, we never.
Without owning up responsibility where it actually mattered.
Take care of them. No, definitely not.
But that's a different argument altogether.
Totally wrong perspective, Anand. Yes,
it's a different argument altogether.
I assure you that the Congress allies are together and the UPA too will emerge stronger into UPA 3.
Mr. Khan, I'm going to ask Clyde to intervene here. Yes, what's the NCP?
I just want to clarify on something that Tina, you just said. What Mr. Sharad Pawar said was the courts have given Mr. Modi a clean chit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we should let it be. But as the Chief Minister of Gujarat, he should hold moral responsibility for what has happened. So let me clarify that, because we are not going soft.
Isn't that point towards the centre also on a lot of issues?
No,
as far as
one second. I want to quote from that quote. Let me quote.
Yeah.
Mr. Pawar categorically said that when the court has said something, we have to accept it. So why raise the issue first and foremost? This is a quote. And, he also went on to say, if they, and he means the Congress, if they have some different information, I do not know about it. I am only going by what the court said. So there may be that tagline of modern responsibility, but the fact is he's saying 2002 should be put to rest.
No. He's saying as an individual, when the court gives a verdict, we have to respect the judiciary of the country. But as the Chief Minister of Gujarat, he should hold moral responsibility for what has happened. It's been clearly said.
Correct.
Okay, what about Praful Patel? He says if the judicial system has given a certain finality to any controversy, I think we should let it rest here. We should let it rest.
No,
We should
understand what they're trying to say. You should let it rest as an individual. There are people pointing a finger, but as a Chief Minister of Gujarat, he should hold moral response. That's what
you know what we are arriving. You know
But-
what we are arriving at, Clyde.
Yeah.
The NCP is not very happy with the Congress and
No,
this entire
we are very
alliance.
happy with
Is
the
it going to
Congress.
last even after
Yes,
the polls?
yes.
Or is
Mr.
it
Khan
just? Or
said
is
it.
it just? Are you just keeping a window of opportunity open again?
What about the
These
criticism
are
of
all your
Congress's
speculations.
leaders?
No, these are
What
all your
about the
speculations. We are
criticism
very
of
happy
Congress
being in the
leaders?
UPA.
1 second. Praful Patel calling Rahul Gandhi's outburst on the ordinance as embarrassing. That is the word that was used and it's on record. DP Tripathi on the ordinance. This is not a Congress government. This is a coalition government and the NCP will support it as a responsible partner.
Absolutely.
Sharad Pawar on Rahul Gandhi. I have no knowledge whether or not he has proved himself. Aren't these criticism of the leadership of the Congress?
See, when is speaking certain things or speaking the truth, is criticism? No, I think it's healthy criticism if it happens. But we are very happy.
Embarrassing?
No, we are very happy with being with the UPA. Mr. Khan just said, and you see us.
Clyde,
and your question,
again, one more. 25th of October, I had to make this point. That's why Sharad Pawar, okay, I'm quoting him. I would have preferred if Rahul Gandhi would have joined the Manmohan Singh government. It would have been beneficial for him. I have no knowledge whether he has proved himself. It's about the Congress Vice President. Till today, the Congress has not projected any candidate. There is no question of working with Rahul Gandhi. It is a generation gap. Now, what is the message that the ally, the closest ally perhaps, is sending to the leadership right at the center?
He's very clear.
There is issue. There is a problem.
There are no issues. See, you're digging deep when there are no issues in this whole matter. There's no issues at all. We are very happy being with the UPA. We will be with the UPA after the elections, come what may.
All right, we'll come back to you, Mr. Khan, but let's go across to Devang Nanavati first. You know, the question that was put just a few minutes ago was about the BJP and the Shiv Sena. It's very apparent that all is not well with you and your closest and long-standing ally as well. 32 seats where the Sena is going to go directly against your candidate.
Well, you see, it is still not finalized. Let the nomination forms be filed. I'm sure
but
it
for
will be
the moment,
worked
it's
out.
been announced.
Secondly, they will, madam, either you will kindly keep quiet after you ask a question, or I'm
All
not
right,
speaking.
go ahead.
It's your choice. You take a call. Yeah, thank you. You know, at the end of the day, these are elections. Political strategies will all be naive to say that in any political party made with the Congress, the BJP, the NCP, the Shiv Sena or anything, there will be no scrambling for seats or no discussions or no difference of opinions, no arguments, no little bit of, kind of feeling bad or feeling sulky. That's all part of the game, of the big real politics. It will always take place before every election. It is also taking place during this election. There will be certain creases which will be ironed out. Beyond this, there is nothing new that is happening. The fact of the matter is that the mood of the nation is throwing Congress government out. People are tired of the governance issues, the corruption that has been facing. There is a humongous support in favor of the NDA led by Shri Modi that is being reflected in every nook and corner of the country. Every political party is coming together to support the NDA. Even out of the Congress, political leaders of great standing are leaving and joining the BJP.
It's a debate, so please, when you ask for an opportunity to talk, you can't go out into a monologue. And the other fact is that you have to get to the issue at hand. The issue at hand is about the alliances that the NDA is stitching. And the issue at hand also, Devang, let me complete now. The issue at hand is your existing allies. Your existing allies. Are you stitching new alliances just because you want to go and win 2014? Are you going and stitching alliances at the cost of your existing alliances? Are you doing it at the cost of your existing alliances? Are you trying to get on board people with whom your allies have a problem? See, your existing allies have a problem.
You want Anand. You want debate.
Answer the question, Mr. Nanavati. Get the question.
This is the real world and real
Answer
politics.
the question, Mr. Nanavati.
The real politics. This keeps happening. People change parties. People change alliance. people see where the wind is blowing. The wind is blowing in favor of the NDA. There is going to be an NDA
So
government.
irrespective of what your current allies feel, you would go and stitch alliances with anybody and everybody.
As the elections get
Is
closer,
that the explanation?
allies will want to bargain.
No, and
Therefore,
you've completely, you sidestepped the question about the Shiv Sena going directly against your candidate in 32 seats. It was just 4 seats back in 2009. There is an obvious rift here, but you sidestepped that. Let's bring the PDP and the National Conference into this as well. Dr. Sameer Kaul, first up and straight up, is the PDP open to an alliance with the BJP?
Let me just make it very clear to you that we have been friends with the BJP earlier. We've been friends with Manmohan Singh's government. We wouldn't mind making new friends. We would principally stand alone on principle in Jammu and Kashmir. As you know, we're not part of any unholy alliance like the National Conference and the Congress. But yes, if it is a matter of development of our people, if it is a matter of development of our land, we'll go hug the devil.
But just in October last year, Mr. Mufti Mohammad Saeed had actually said that the Congress is our natural ally. That's a statement, again, that was made very publicly. So, where does the sudden turn come about from? And Mr. Rana is very amused by what you're saying. Let's go across to Devender Rana. Yes, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you, Dr. Kaul. Devender Rana?
Okay.
What amuses me is my friend Dr. Sameer Kaul's answer. The PDP has always been an ally of the BJP. It is basically a creation of the BJP. It is an extended arm of the BJP. I am very glad that they have come out in the open. It was a clandestine arrangement, which was also
it's not an election rally.
2008.
This is not an election rally, by the way. Can you please remind him this is not an election rally?
Dr. Sameer Kaul, let me say what I'm saying. We're not talking about an election rally.
We are debating.
You have said, you have praised Modi.
So
your leadership has praised Modi. Your leadership is going ahead with Modi. God bless you.
Of course.
We all knew that you are a creation of the
BJP.
The creation of the BJP.
Devender Rana, your leadership is confused.
And you are ready to now work with Narendra Modi.
Devender Rana, your leadership is confused.
Your leader...
Isn't your leadership confused about Narendra Modi?
Ms. Mehbooba has also praised Modi.
Devender Rana...
Raj is on record having quoted Ms. Mehbooba Mufti as having
I'm praising you.
So I know your leadership.
I'm praising you tonight, Mr. Rana.
To arrive
Will you go along with me?
Opportunistic alliance.
Will you give me your support?
Because they wanted to have an alliance with the Congress, as the
I'm praising you tonight.
A few months back, you said Congress is a natural ally. When you failed to click with the Congress, and the Congress said no, we are the allies of the National Conference. National Conference is our ally, and you knew that you can't make your way through. You started using intermediaries to reach
Devender Rana, time out. Devender Rana, please listen.
Now you are running
Devender Rana, for all that you are telling Dr. Sameer Kaul,
you can't stop him.
For all
he
that
won't stop.
No, he's listening. For all that you're telling Sameer Kaul,
have to stop
the
him,
National Conference also is a little confused.
Yep.
Because 29th of January, Farooq Abdullah said, we have not decided anything yet. People will decide if Narendra Modi will win or lose. Immediately after that, Omar Abdullah says, no, we will not go with the NDA. Then Farooq Abdullah again says, all right, Omar will decide, but the people will decide. People will decide if Narendra Modi wins or loses, and we have not decided anything.
No. Listen to me. What Dr. Farooq Abdullah said was a question.
So they are amused and they are confused both.
He said it is the people of the country who will decide who will be the Prime Minister. So far as our alliance is concerned, we are firm on our alliance with the Congress and the UPA. We are a part of the UPA. We will remain a part of the UPA. We cannot be a part of anything that has anything to do with Narendra Modi for his fascist and his communal politics, which today suits PDP. Because in 2008, they have unleashed this communal politics in Jammu and Kashmir by stoking the religious flames in Jammu by the PDP, by the BJP and the PDP.
You have brought this
they
alliance business down.
Mr. Rana, we must let Dr. Kaul respond. Mr. Rana, we must let Dr. Kaul respond, and we are also digressing from the main issue of this debate. Dr. Kaul.
Madam,
Mr. Kaul is there. Dr. Kaul
you will have to... You will have to physically restrain him because he won't stop.
This is a secret.
He will never stop.
They were trying to cover it up.
Yes, Dr. Kaul. Yes, Dr. Kaul.
He won't stop.
Yes, Dr. Kaul.
He'll keep on going.
Yes, Dr. Kaul.
How?
Go ahead,
How?
Dr.
Can you stop him?
Go ahead, Dr.
Can you
Kaul.
restrain him?
Go ahead, Dr. Kaul. Go ahead.
He won't stop.
He is waiting. He is listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. He can't because he's amused and confused. And now if he's listening, I'm thankful to him.
I am not confused.
It's not
in
about,
any
let's
case,
not cheapen
Dr.
this
Kaul,
alliance business.
you have no member of
Let's-
parliament today.
Oh my God.
And God
Will he
willing,
keep
you
quiet?
have no member of parliament
Will he
even
keep
after
quiet?
this election.
Will he
so
keep
whether
quiet?
you-
Mr. Rana, you
I
must
don't
let him
think
get
you'll
at
be
least
able
one
to help
sentence
them
in.
any
Right,
way,
Dr. Kaul.
anybody,
Dr.
because
Kaul,
you have
I
no
suggest you
member
make your
of
point.
parliament Today,
Then
and tomorrow
Mr.
also
Rana will
you
listen.
have
Go
any
ahead, make your
member of
point.
parliament. There
I
is
can't
only a
hear you.
frustration
Go ahead,
that
make your
is
point.
I can't hear you.
Go
I
ahead, make
can't
your point,
hear you,
Dr.
my
Kaul.
friend.
Go ahead, make your point. We're
I
going to
said
go
I
across to
can't
our other
hear
guests
him.
too.
Yeah.
You'll have to physically
Dr.
restrain
Kaul,
him.
if you want to make a point, you must make it now because we have to go back to our other guests as well. Mr. Rana, we request you
But how
to
can
let
I?
Dr. Kaul
How can I,
respond.
for
You
God's
had
sake?
a clandestine
Please,
arrangement.
Mr.
You have
Rana,
been working
let
with
Dr.
behind
Kaul
the
respond.
door. Now
Thank
you're
you.
coming
Okay,
open.
Mr.
Welcome.
Rana.
At least the
Mr.
truth
Rana.
has come out from your mouth.
Mr.
You have been
Devender
hiding
Rana,
behind it.
Mr. Devender Rana, 30 seconds. Let Dr. Sameer Kaul counter you and prove you wrong. Go ahead, Dr. Kaul.
But Anand, we stand alone on the principle that we really want to contribute towards the setting of peace in this festering sore that you have on the fair face of India. It bleeds, we want people in the mainland to understand, this parliament to understand, the lawmakers to understand that the people of that land have suffered enough, so we need peace there. And only when peace is there,
I'm
we
not
have
sure if
development.
this emotional
Now,
pitch will cut ice, Dr. Kaul. I had to interrupt you there.
Holy alliance to stand on.
Anand,
My
the
question is
Rana,
that an
Devender Rana, please
unholy
wait.
alliance
Yes,
just to
Dr.
stay in power, we don't want any unholy alliance just to get into power or to stay in power willy-nilly, by hook or by crook. So we stand alone at the moment, but we praised Manmohan Singh when he said that I'll make the borders irrelevant. We praised Vajpayee ji when he said Insaniyat Gaire ke baar. We praised even Narasimhan Rao when he
And
said
we have
I can
been
go to
praising
any
Modi all
extent
along.
to solve, because these
No,
are
but
people
you know,
who are sensible.
doesn't that
All we
actually
feel- of
translate
course,
into
because
some amount
the
of
question
confusion
is
at your
that
end?
if there is something to
Doesn't
praise
that-
about, why not?
Doesn't that amount to some amount of confusion? Because
can't
again,
understand.
we bring up
Anand,
your leader, Mufti
you
Mohammad
said
Saeed, has
30
also
seconds to him,
questioned
now I need to
Narendra
respond.
Modi's knowledge of the constitution. That's the kind of criticism that has come for Modi in the past, and yet now there are these overtures towards the BJP.
I'm saying it's our duty, madam, to convince the lawmakers and the parliamentarians in the Parliament of India that they need to think about certain things differently.
But
For
what about the
instance,
electorate in Jammu and Kashmir? What about the people of Jammu and Kashmir? What are you telling them? Which way are you? What is your
They will
position?
decide.
Record state. Let us put the
They
record
will decide.
state. Anand,
Right. Now,
let us
Dr.
put the
Kaul,
We are
record
we'll
telling
wait.
them we stand
Yes,
alone.
Mr. Rana, go ahead.
We stand alone. We
Yes.
stand alone.
Now, the last
And
last
we will
3
be
years
with
under
anybody
the Umar
who is
Abdullah
for
government,
progress
which is
and
the coalition
development
government
in the
of
state of
National
Jammu and
Conference and
Kashmir.
Congress,
Not just
these
an
have been the
unholy
most
alliance.
peaceful years in
What
the
government?
last
What
20
government are you
years.
talking about?
And everything has been
Oh my
peaceful
God.
and smooth.
There is
despite
no government
whatever
at
he
all.
says.
What government are you talking about?
But when Godhra happens, we run after Modi. Godhra is
Oh my God.
not bothering you. You
Oh
go
my
after
God.
Modi. Please go ahead. You
Oh
were
my
always
God.
with Modi. You
All
are
right.
today
Look at this
also
guy
with Modi.
trying to
And
create-
let's-
trying to create
and when he
a
says
communal
Delhi,
divide.
Okay, let's
for
take this
power,
discussion
they are
beyond
power
Jammu and
hungry.
Kashmir
They
again.
have always been power hungry.
Let's-
In
all right.
2008 after the...
All right, gentlemen, we're
even
going to
in
take this
2002
discussion
when
beyond
they
Jammu and
formed the
Kashmir once
government,
again.
they were
Clyde
number
wants to
3.
come in.
Number 1 was National
Right,
Congress.
Devender Rana and
Number
Dr. Kaul,
2 was
we're going to
Congress.
bring in
They
all
were
our
number
other
3.
panelists also.
2000, wait a minute now, listen to me also. Now, in 2008...
You've been speaking on and on, but what you're doing, Mr. Rana, is
Look at
you are
both
actually
of
trying
us
to polarize the
and try to
discussion.
find out who's
And
hungry
you're
and who's
also
not.
trying a different angle. We are only focusing on who's getting more allies,
Yeah.
NDA or the UPA.
They are going to again have a blank zero.
Right.
You can't
Okay,
stop
you made your
Clyde
point.
Crasto.
Yes, Clyde.
Parliament like
You have
they
to
had in
take
the
some
previous,
tape.
Parliament.
Well, if they let
Now
me
it is
talk, I
just-
can talk then,
it is
you know.
just
Yes,
a
Clyde, go
frustration.
ahead.
You have to
And,
get some
you
tape
made a
for
very
it.
valid point, Anand.
He
won't stop.
Modi for the
You
reasons
made a
they
very
know
valid
best.
point.
They have always been
They
a
are just
part of
stitching
BJP.
alliances
They are
together.
He won't-
also
he won't
part of
stop.
BJP.
It's,
I
the
always
last few
believe
months.
and
Okay,
have been
Devender
saying
Rana,
election
You've
I
got
request
to-
you to
that
listen
a
to some
vote
of the
for
other panelists too,
BJP
please.
is a vote for
I'm going to request you to
and
listen to the other
you can
panelists
go
too.
ahead doing that.
Yes, Mr. Rana, go. Thank you. Yes, Clyde.
Anand, you made a very valid point right now. The BJP is like in a hurry. They're just stitching alliances together. Okay, I don't know how strong that thread is, but I just seem to understand one thing from this is BJP is not sure of the so-called Modi wave. They're looking for shoulders. Okay, and unfortunately these shoulders seem to be very weak. They're these regional parties and weak shoulders. So they're looking to someone to hold or bear the brunt or the burden.
Your counter, Devang Nanavati.
No, let me finish this one. They're trying to look for a shoulder that can hold the burden of the so-called Modi wave. I mean, if there is a Modi wave, why do they need so many parties?
Isn't it because it's a Modi wave that there are so many parties?
No, well,
that's just a counter to your own argument.
Devang Nanavati, if you're so confident of 272 plus, the question is why this desperate rush for allies?
Well, I will only
Mr. Nanavati.
if there is some semblance of order.
Yes, Mr. Nanavati.
Go ahead.
You see, at the end of the day, Tina, you see, in alliances, why we look for alliances? Because you need alliances. Today, without alliances, there is two major fronts, the UPA and the NDA. And look at the UPA. In the first UPA, they took the support of the left. The left abandoned them. The left became the bittermost enemy. Then they took support of Mamta ji. Mamta ji left them high and dry during that.
She walked out of the NDA too.
UPA 1 and 2.
Mamta Banerjee walked out of the NDA too.
SP. They have now gone against SP. They have been again friends with SP. So this political opportunism, whether we like it or not, is a reality of Indian politics.
No, but what about what you're doing with the Shiv Sena and the MNS? What about what's happening with the BJP vis-a-vis the Shiv Sena and the MNS? Would you not admit that there's been some...
What have we done?
What you've done is you've alienated one of your long-standing allies who's willing to fight against you in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh.
Has Shiv Sena said that we are out of the NDA? Has Shiv Sena said they are out of the NDA? They are not saying so. They are our allies. There are some differences.
One faction of the party is with the MNS.
We are not saying that there is no issue. There will always be issue in politics. We are trying to iron out those creases, and I'm sure we will iron those creases
Devang Nanavati,
but today the fact is that your own surveys, the news media houses' own surveys are saying that there will be an NDA government led by Mr. Modi on May the 16th. That's the reality. And because
the reality will come to fore only on the 16th of May, Mr. Nanavati. I'm going to go across to the Congress with a question.
Are shouting that this is all political opportunism.
Now, Devang Nanavati, I'm going to go across to Mr. Khan. He wants to make a point. Go ahead, Mr. Khan.
Very good.
Wonderful. Now, if you're not going to be able to mind your tone, then I'm also going to come back hard at you, Mr. Nanavati. So if you're going to exchange civilities, let's be civil with each other. Let's be civil with each other. Yes, Mr. Khan.
Anand, please.
Yes, Mr. Khan.
Please control yourself. Don't go out of civility.
Mr. Khan.
Okay, fine. Yes, there are two issues. One, as all the panelists are speaking, the ideologies of the fronts, that is UPA and NDA. At UPA, we believe in coexistence, we believe in giving respect to our allies, and as you were asking pointed questions to my friend from NCP, we really don't mind advices, we really don't mind constructive comments which comes to us, and we will definitely respect them, and if at all we need to change anywhere, we'll change. But the second option, that is to NDA, the option is very clear that they are pursuing politics of right-wing activism, they are pursuing politics of communal polarization, they are pursuing politics of domination by a single personality. There is a trust deficit within their own party, and tomorrow these small allies who are joining them, I am sure they will be also hit by the same trust deficit and bossism which is going to create problems.
See, that's a prediction you're making.
As far as Congress
one family,
as far as Congress is concerned, let me complete it. Let me complete it. I never disturbed you. Don't get desperate. Don't get desperate.
Party which said India is India and India is India. Is it not the party that imposed emergency because of the whims of one person who destroyed the Congress party, broke it up, threw the old syndicate out?
Devang Nanavati, let Mr. Khan make his point.
Go ahead. As you want to shout,
please do.
The point is,
go ahead, Mr. Khan.
To you. Please, I'm requesting you to have some patience. Now, as far as Mr. Nanavati's accusation about the family, he should understand this family did not take power for 20 years, even though they were in power, and the party people
Mr. Khan,
they could not get power for 20 years.
Let's get back to the issue.
Let me complete.
Let's come back to the issue, please. Let's come back to the issue.
Let me complete.
To the BJP and the Congress. Let's come back to the issue about alliances.
You let me complete.
Let's come back to the issue about allies and alliances.
No. Let me complete. I am telling you, this political polarization today is dangerous to the country. It is dangerous to the constitution of our country, and today it believes in exclusion.
What happened when you imposed emergency? Was it not dangerous to the constitution?
Mr. Khan,
You
that
threw
is
the
not what we're
constitution
discussing
out.
right now.
You practically burned it during emergency.
Mr. Khan, you know, since we're talking about allies, let's also bring up the issue of the TRS. Did your game plan on alliance there not backfire with the TRS not only refusing to merge but also not going in for a pre-poll alliance?
Tina, very relevant question, and I need a minute to answer it because it's a very important question.
Please go ahead.
As far as TRS and Telangana is concerned, it is a matter of our commitment made in 2004 and before that, and we stood by the commitment even though we were advised that it will be not politically gainful for us to do it. But still, as a matter of principle, we went ahead and we did it. As far as TRS is concerned, I have the greatest respect for Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao, a stalwart and a leader, and I am sure that whatever commitment he has given to the party when he was asking for Telangana, he will stand by it. It's a matter of time, you can see it. Secondly, Telangana is possible only because of the commitment of Sonia ji and the commitment of the Congress party, who went ahead and made Telangana, even though
all that is fair enough, Mr. Khan, but why the reluctance on part of the TRS to form a pre-poll alliance with the Congress?
And we have done it.
No, fair enough, you know, but that's not what we're asking.
There is nothing which is over. TRS has never said that they are not for alliance. There is still talks going on, and I'm sure
they have not said that, but they have not said that they're for an alliance either.
Yes.
Mr. Khan, you know, there are
even if they're not for an...
If I were to counter what the point that you have made, it is going to lead into another debate, because you yourself said it was a commitment you made in 2004 and you waited till 2014 to actualize it in the hope that you will divide a state and try, perhaps rule on both. And now the leading parties in both the states have now given you a thumbs up and said, sorry, I am not going to ally with you before the polls. We'll think about it after the polls. So you have been left high and dry there. So Anand, it just gets countered straight away. Yes, Clyde.
The question of your debate is, has NDA stolen a march ahead of UPA in the hunt for allies? I mean, let's answer this question. I mean, I don't think they've stolen anything. I mean, look at the NDA. Let's start with the BJP. I mean, their house is not in order. You know, their patriarch, Mr. L.K. Advani, look at how she's been treated. I mean, you know, your elders teach you how to crawl, they teach you how to walk.
How does that have to do with
Mr. Narendra Modi was taught the crawling and the walking.
No, but Clyde, if their party is in disarray, why are they getting allies? Why are there people ready to align with the BJP and the NDA?
That's what I'm trying to say. They're all trying to come together because each of them on their own are not strong enough. The UPA, and the allies, I mean the allies, the parties together in the UPA, UPA 1, UPA 2 have stuck together. They're stuck by each other through thick and thin. We've proved it in the last 10 years. Most of them. I mean, look at the majority. And what are these parties that you look at the parties that are joining together? Do you think that once they win election, they are not going to stretch and pull and the NDA?
So now the Congress...
They're going to hold the country at ransom, you know.
Does the Congress agree on this? And Devang Nanavati, a quick rebuttal, they are moving the argument not from the number of allies, but the kind of allies that the NDA is stitching together. The kind of alliance.
Politics teaches us that we have to move on our principles. There is BJP's manifesto. If, in spite of that manifesto, some political party is willing to extend political support, it's welcome, because what concerns us is our manifesto, our ideals, and
NDA cannot take care of their own people. How are they going to take care of the people of this country? Start with your homes first and then look beyond your homes.
At the end of the day, they will govern.
Together.
Now, whoever's on board, acceptable, whoever it is acceptable to this manifesto, they will join us.
This is the culture of our country.
It is the NCP which may join away from Congress and join us, whether it is the Shiv Sena, whether it is the MNS or whether it is TDP or any other party. Well, as long as they accept the NDA's manifesto, fine, they are welcome.
Right. Devang Nanavati, let's ask the two people, one who are openly saying we want to ally and the other who are thinking about it. That is the PDP and the National Conference. PDP, are you worried with Dr. Kaul about the alliance, kind of alliances that the NDA is stitching, or would you like to differ with what the likes of Mr. Khan and Clyde are making here?
No, I just feel that both parties will keep on making allegations at each other, and it is an internal party matter as to the kind of rumbling.
But you have to choose for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, isn't it?
Just one party.
If you have that larger interest in mind, which argument do you buy?
Not necessarily. Absolutely, but it's too early to find out. The people will decide. I'm nobody to decide.
So then why are you
The
openly
people
voicing
will
support for
vote
the
in
BJP
favor
already?
of the parties they want.
Why
them
are
to
you openly
govern.
voicing support for the BJP already? If the
All
people
I'm
have to
saying-
decide eventually.
All I'm saying,
which cake has the best
all
ice
I'm saying, if you can understand the common parlance of English, is that we stand alone and we wouldn't mind allying with a party which we feel is going to help us govern the place up, and give us
You're trying to
peace
say we will ally with the winner
with
at the end.
dignity and give us development.
So we will be
It could
absolute opportunists
No, well,
and
it-
throw all
I-
ideology out of the window. That
it will
was
be the-
debate one,
it will-
and say ally
it
with
will be
whoever
the
is
people.
winning at the center.
It will be
So fair weather
the
friends.
people. It will be the people. It
All
will
right.
be the people. It will be
Absolutely.
the people. It is not me.
It will
They
be the people.
decide.
You know,
It is
whether
their
or not
franchise.
the
And, you know,
NDA
on a
has
lighter
stolen a
vein,
march over the
Anand,
UPA,
on a
at the
lighter
end of the
vein,
day, it is going to be the
next
people
time-
who are going to decide.
Oh,
Thank
can I
you.
come in?
Thank you,
Anand, can I
gentlemen.
come in?
I'm afraid we are running out of time on this debate, but I thank you all very much for joining us here on the
On a
Newshour
lighter
tonight.
vein, though.
No, 1 minute. I need to
On a
respond
lighter
to
vein.
that. 1 minute.
Next time you have
Right.
No, wait a minute.
You have to invite
Two
Okay.
quick comments,
Closing
30
comments.
seconds each to
Some
Dr. Kaul and Devender Rana.
elastoplast.
Devender Rana,
Because-
please bear with
because he
me.
won't stop.
Dr. Kaul first and I'll come to you.
Anand,
I will
want
come to you.
say-
I will come to you. I will come to you,
It was
Devender
just
Rana.
in a light-
Yes, Dr.
It was
Kaul.
on a lighter vein.
Yes, quickly, Dr. Kaul. Go ahead.
All I'm saying, in a lighter vein, the next time you propose to have a serious debate and you plan to invite people like Devender Rana, you've got to organize some elastoplast and know how to apply it.
Right. All right. You could have made that joke later too. Devender Rana. At least we are closing a debate smiling. Yes, Devender Rana.
No, I'm smiling at his conduct and his party's conduct. Anyway, when Dr. Sameer Kaul says the PDP likes to stand straight, yes, stand straight and bend whenever required in a way to pave the way
Stand
for their
straight.
coming into
Right.
government.
Now these
No
jibes will
matter-
not end,
no
but we have to
matter
close this
whether
debate.
or-
Gentlemen,
Changing-
thank you very much for joining us on the Newshour tonight.
Yielding